Good morning, bright and early from Las Vegas, just before 7 a.m., and it's time for Wake Up and Win with Teddy Covers. Let's talk about where the markets are moving and, more importantly, why they're moving in the direction that they're moving. We're going to break down NBA and MLB on today's card. Not a hockey guy, not going to be able to help you with hockey. Not WNBA guy, not going to be able to help you with that. As the football season approaches, we'll take a deeper look at football. But right now, we're talking NBA. We're talking MLB. So let's get into it. Talk about what's going on in the markets right now. And I'm going to start in the association where it's really interesting. All right. We have two game ones. And the game one lines haven't moved a whole lot yet. The Celtics versus the Pacers. Boston Open. And again, I'm tracking 6 different books for the openers. They opened anywhere from 8.5 to 10. 9.5 is the prevailing number. We'll call that the opener for the Celtics and the Pacers. And that really hasn't moved a whole lot. 9.5 is what we're talking about. There are 10 starting to pop, and 9.5 with juice here. So it's not like I'm anticipating Indiana's taking a whole lot of money for game one. The markets know Boston is the rested team versus the team that just played a grueling game, a 7-game series. We can anticipate, and we're not shocked that the money's come for the Celtics, even though it's fairly light thus far. We're going to call it 9.5, now 9.5 with juice. Celtics total sitting 221, 222. Really hasn't moved a whole lot just yet. The interesting thing in that's the series price, but I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Minnesota and Dallas, little bit of T-Wolves money against the Mavs. Opened 4/4.5, and now it's pretty much 4.5s out there for Minnesota. Game one on Wednesday. They, of course, get the extra day's rest, which is a factor in this number. And of course, Dallas played on Saturday, so it's not a huge rest differential like it is for Boston, New York, or Boston, Indiana, I should say. So let's call that 4.5, 206, 206.5. The total there. Total hasn't moved a whole lot just yet. The interesting thing here is when we talk about the series prices. Timberwolves money light. They opened minus 150, minus 160. They're up to minus 170, minus 175 right now for the series price. Pacers, Celtics. Indiana, Boston opened up anywhere from 12 to 1, 14 to 1, minus 1,200, minus 1,400. Lots of Pacers money for the series price against the Celtics. Boston as low as minus 800 right now, minus 775, minus 900. This is down from 1,400 and 1,200. I was checking to see how many different bets. There were at least 4 different limit bets coming in on the Pacers at the big plus price before the markets decided, all right, this number is better than the opener. But legit money, sharp money for Indiana. And again, when we're talking about betting series as opposed to betting games, really what we're talking about is who's going to win the next game. So what the markets are saying, because what happens after the next game, the series price readjusts. So if you think your team is going to lose game one, you don't bet on them before game one, you bet on them after game one. Indiana money for the series prior to game one. The markets are saying the Pacers are liver than some might give them credit to, and perhaps Boston a little bit more vulnerable. Now, make no mistake about it, the Celtics are still 8-1, 9-1 favorites to win the series against the Pacers, but they were 12-1, 14-1. Money showing, sharp money showing for Indiana, saying that series might be a little bit more competitive than people might think. Hey, please, guys, take a second, hit the like button. Ding, done. It really helps me, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. We had no show last Friday. There'll be no show again this Friday. Sorry, there are days in the summer I'm going to be taking off. But the like button makes all the difference. And of course, if you want to subscribe to the WagerTalk channel, we appreciate it very much. If you want to leave a comment below, I'll reply, and we appreciate it very much. But the one thing I got to ask you to do is like. Like is easy. Dink. Takes 2 seconds, takes a second, and it makes all the difference for us. I also want to let you guys know about a couple special offers right now at WagerTalk.com. You can use it for me. You can use it for anybody on the site. Just visit WagerTalk.com or my page, WT.buzz/TC. 2 offers to note. One, every play every day through the end of the NBA playoffs, $99. That'll get you literally, the next, what do we have, about 5 more weeks of NBA action, 4 to 5 more weeks of NBA action. $99 gets you everything, and a 7-day MLB All Access Just $49, $7 a day. We'll get you every baseball play every day. So a pair of longer term offers. Again, I always don't buy a play, get a package. 7-day all access MLB, $49. NBA, $99 rest of the season. Nothing more to buy. No bait and switch. No nonsense. Check it out, wt.buzz/TC. I appreciate your support, but if you never want to buy a play, I don't care. It's all good. I'm happy to give you guys content. I understand some guys don't want to play plays. No problem. All good. Give us a like. Cheers. All right. Let's talk a little MLB and see where the markets are moving on a fairly light day on the baseball betting card. Nonetheless, you know how it is. The reason I do this show at 7 a.m. is because the screen lights up like a Christmas tree. And you can check it out every morning. It's a free WagerTalk live odds screen. All you do is visit WagerTalk.com, click on the live odds, and you can watch it in real time and see where the money is moving. Nonetheless, let's talk about what's happening right now. Game one, and this one's early start. It starts at 9 o'clock here in Vegas, noon for you back east. Lots of under money for San Diego, Atlanta for the first of the doubleheader. That opened 8.5 to the under. 7.5 is the total right now. And Dylan Cease getting a little bit of attention as well. Small Padres money in that contest. Moving down the MLB card, lots of under money coming in today. What do we have? Milwaukee, Miami, under money. That was 8.5. Bet down to 8. Not a ton, but some under money for that ball game. Under money for the White Sox and Toronto, another early start game. That's 3 o'clock here. 3 o'clock for you back east. Noon for you here in Las Vegas. That total was 8.5. That total was 8. Bet down to 7.5. And a little bit of money for the dog in that ball game. White Sox with Fetty taking money against the Blue Jays team that hasn't really been able to get out of their own way so far this season. Looking again at the WagerTalk Live odds screen right now, where's the money flowing? Another game with under money is Angels and Astros. Again, no shocker to see the under money coming in at this time of the day. We often see under money coming in the matchups where the two starting pitchers are pitchers that the markets like. We see under money in early start getaway day games. We're seeing under money here, obviously, with the Angels and Astros. Although Detmer's not a guy I'm excited about playing unders with personally, at least not this better. Over money. What? Over money? Yeah, Cleveland and New York, McGill and Lively. They've taken over money. I'm not sure the markets don't really trust either of those two starters. And the Mets actually hit the ball pretty well this past weekend. And one more worthy of note, St. Louis, Sonny Gray taking money against Baltimore. We talked about it. The markets just don't love this Orioles team. They're not getting the respect that other teams with comparable records would be getting. And we're seeing it again today, although Sonny Gray is a guy who the markets have liked a fair bit already. So, Sonny Gray money for the Cardinals in that one. And actually, a little bit of over money. The 7.5's bet up to 8. So maybe there's some anti-Dean Kramer in that as well. That's what's moving in the markets first thing in the morning here in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with me. Wake up and win. We'll do it again tomorrow. Same time, same channel. And every weekday throughout the summer months with some handful of exceptions. Again, there will be no show this Friday. We'll talk about it later in the week. I got to take a couple days off, man. It's R&R season, and you got to take advantage of it because football is just around the corner. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourselves a great day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Cheers.